that loading screen there.
Oh, if that had been the real Petunia... No. No, I'd never. Those must have been bad drugs. Yes, bad drugs.
Bad drugs. Escape the museum.
All right. You went home. You're refreshed. Remember last night now?
Last night?
I mean, how hard can this be, Nicky? You actually wrote it down.
But my lyrics don't make any sense. I mean, maybe if I played them, but it's an electric guitar, you know? You can barely hear it.
Yes, if only you could. If only you owned an amplifier, for example.
I mean, I can't use this one. It's... it's all soggy. It won't sound right, will it?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I want to remember Virgil. I mean, mostly. Oh, this amp just isn't good enough. Virgil? Oh, you're gonna haunt me till I do this, aren't you? Suppose I could buy a new amp from Bates.
Okay, so that's obviously why the guitar shop's there, is so that we can go back to it and open it up that way. Want to see if there's anything back here. Excuse me.
Give me your knickers!
I did that too early.
Die with me!
That one though. I love how that guy's still there. He just laid out on the ground. I need an amp.
Lightbearer! I mean Bear Nighter. How may I serve you?
What's all this?
Oh, I'm just trying to buy an amp, mate.
Needed that bad deal? And mine's the only music store in town. Hard luck.
Why do you hate me so much? Aside from the usual.
I don't like musicians. Funny thing, bloke in the music industry took a tumble in the park last night. Twisted his neck right around.
What music, bloke?
Newspaper blamed it on too much bubbly. But I asked myself, why would Bobby swarm around the scene of trip and fall?
I have to go.
My missus and her ladies say that you just pretend to be bad, but I says what a man pretends to be is what he is underneath.
Return to the hotel. Excuse me.
I had another amp. Manager stole it. I shouldn't have to pay for my own drinks. Oh, I could steal it back.
That's a plan.
To see you, sir. I can't hold them back.
I'm afraid. Who's there?
All right. Basically back at the hotel now.
That's Nick Lightbearer.
Show us your good side.
He's mine! Give me your knickers!
I wonder what's down here. We're probably going to end up going this way later in the game. I do need to top up my health, actually. Alright. Just wanted to get that fully prepared. Oh. To Mr. Virgil Dainty, thank you for your recent note. You're correct that you already paid a bill for damages to the pub caused by Mr. Nick Lightbearer. However, that bill was the month of June. The more recent invoices for damages caused in the month of July related to the dart throwing incident gone airy. Please remit £900 immediately. Yours very truly, Mary Quickly, proprietor of the Falstaff Pub. That way, nothing on the tables. Let's go back in the hotel then.
His agent's gone missing, so who's going to pay the bill, I ask? Manager says he's going to pinch Nick's amp, hold it hostage. Nick can't play his concert without it. I used to fancy Nick, but now I've seen him up close and, oh God, it's on again.
Bloody manager probably stashed my amp in his office. I need a disguise. Maybe a Nick lookalike contestant. Nah, they're on to that one.
Bellboy would be nice disguise, or maintenance.
What's that tune?
Just want to make sure there's nothing over there. You never know. Games are pretty cheeky sometimes.
Oh, a bellboy outfit.
Hey.
Yes, that's the ticket. No one ever really notices a bellboy. It's sort of sad, really. You know, to think what life choices led you to that.
Alright, let's go ahead and take that. And the key, of course. Free coffee. I drink tea, but I don't drink coffee. I think I've mentioned this in past videos.
Foggy Jack. Don't you tell anyone.
I'm afraid that information is not for public consumption, sir.
To be safe, I'd better get the manager out of the way. Maybe I can call him on the PA system.
I can get done discreetly, if you get what I mean.
Dear Constable, I write this to you as a man under siege. If any of the crowd of rabid Nick Lightbearer fans should discover these scribblings, I fear that they shall tear me apart, but I can stand this no longer. No man should have to. The hopelessly shredded upholstery, the sinks stuffed with brassieres, the quarts of vomit our cleaners had to painstakingly remove from the carpeting, the endless empty pill bottles, and that's just the Wonderland suite. Each year, myself and my poor beleaguered staff are compelled to deal with the reckless and destructive cyclone of hedonic anarchy that is Nick Lightbearer. And each year, right on time, the manager of his pays his bill in full, damages included, so that I have naught else to do than grit my teeth. But Lightbearer will slip up, I know it, and when he does, you'll hear my call, and it is my dearest hope, bring the full weight of the law down upon him. Murray Davis, Avalon Management.
Can't have a panic on the biggest weekend of the year. The refund will sink us.
Paging the manager. We have an emergency. A fan. He's stuck in one of the vents. Your fault, really. Please get her out at once.
Oh,
Hilarious.
that ought to keep him busy for a while. You know, after all this is over, maybe I should become an actor.
Ha! I'll finally put that Nick Lightbearer in his place. No more yes sir, no sir for me. He'll be calling me sir. If he wants his amp back, can't play his concert without it, can he? I know that Bates bloke won't sell him another. He hates Nick just as much as I do. Huh. Can't trust my staff not to snitch though. Too many Nick fans. I'll just keep the amp in my room, where no staff's allowed the key. Can't wait to make the dandy eat crow. There's nothing else in there.
Bellboy! You there! Constable Turner needs his bag taken to his room.
Yes, sir. Oh, did you hear about the fan stuck in the fence? someone with authority needs to find her, don't you think?
Is that a silly Nick Lightbearer moustache you're wearing?
Sir?
Against regulations. Take it off. I won't have staff acting like that cheeky good-for-nothing.
Oh, yes, sir. As soon as I've taken the constable's bag upstairs, sir.
I don't need to remind you that this is a hotel of discretion. You're not to look inside the constable's bag or remember anything you see in his room.
Not
says
to worry,
that?
sir. I've got a terrible memory. Really the worst.
Get on with it then. I'll better go and see about that fan.
Notice to Nick fans, it is strictly forbidden to sneak into Nick's room in a laundry curd. In happier news, Miss Tobias Sweet is recovering nicely from the bleaching. We all wish her well. The management. That's kind of creepy, actually. I don't think I can go any of these rooms.
I win a date.
I figured I should check anyways. I'm probably supposed to take the elevator. I'm almost positive about that, but I figured I would look around anyways. This guy's stuck. It was. His name is Constable Bacon. Oh my god.
Foggy Jack got another one.
This dude is my favorite guy now, officially. Sorry, Ollie, I got Constable Bacon here. Well, there's the manager's room right there.
Come on now. I didn't mean it. You don't sound nothing like me, Mum. Let me in, and I'll make it up to you. Oi, you there! Quit skulking and drop that bag in my room.
I'd like to take a crack at Foggy Jack.
Just wanted to see what else,
Can now, Sue. You're going to miss the whole
There's
convention.
crack-a-lackin'
Everyone knows
here.
the bigger a fan you are, the more...
before I go into the constable's room. I bet you there's like a door or something. Also. To the constables, could you please give this letter to Foggy Jack when you capture him? It's most urgent that he get it. Thank you. Marion Dashwood. Dearest darling Foggy, I know that I know they say you're bad, but I think you're just misunderstood. You only do those things because you're sad, but I could make you happy. I do hope the constables take you alive. I shall visit you in prison. You'll see we are soulmates. All my love, XOXO, Marianne, rather. Okay. Case number 23898, reporting Officer P.C. Shelley. Detail of incident, passerby reported sighting male lying in the arms of a Nick Lightbearer statue, apparently in a drunken stupor. Upon investigation, said male was determined to be slightly deceased and partially dismembered. Fits Foggy Jack pattern. Proposed course of action, advise caution to avoid alarming populace.
Foggy Jack? So he's real? Well, that means... Oh, dear. Oh, no. I don't want to think about it.
That's okay. I thought that statue was holding up the thing. I was gonna laugh there. The shelf.
Modelling strings. Oh,
strings
they
mean you
make
can
my
serenade
guitar
up to two
better
fans
at
at once.
everything.
Lame. Love letter. My darling dashing Burnsley, I needed you. I need to hear you coming to me from your sad crime room through our tunnel of love to my bed. Can't wait to feel those shiny brass buttons give away to my fingers. Your tender touch is the only way I'll ever get through another one of those horrific convention weekends. The management of your loins. Oh my god.
So there's a tunnel of love connecting this room and the manager's, is there?
I mean, this is very obscure, if this is the tunnel.
You don't really expect a bottomless pit in a first-class hotel.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Fine then. I'm leaving.
Bye.
Oh, my dry amp. Sound check. Glass on my shoe, 1:45. The park? I have to go to the park.
Multi-lane amp module. Hold to unleash a massive eardrum piercing charged face mount. I love the little teddy bear tucked in.
Oh dear. Too bad I can't stay. Sorry.
I hate.
So really, I should just vibe counterattack is what this game's telling me. By counterattack, I can defeat them easier.
Suppose I'll have to leave through the front of the hotel.
Attention guests. If you believe you've inadvertently dated or married a Nick lookalike, please contact the convention manager.
I thought that was the front of the hotel. Oh, okay. Apparently not. I mean, that does make sense. I don't know how we got to the other side, but... Search the area for clues.
This place.
I'm the one. Rachel, he's mine. You know that.
If I vibe, I might find clues.
Nothing to see here. Well, I see the little, like, clue number 1, but... I found the joy pill. I just don't know if there's anything else I'm supposed to be doing here.
A guitar pick? Was I? No. It could belong to anyone.
So we found the first actual clue.
Am I hearing voices in the fog? Do I want to find clues?
Nick, meet me in the hotel park tonight. V.
give it a twirl. The camera loves you, Nick.
Virgil! Oh my God, he's dead! Oh God, I'm remembering. Quarter to 2. Oh, was it all just a nightmare? I hope. Oh, please don't be a rat.
Nick Lightbearer! Oh my God!
Oh, hello. Could you, tiptoe a bit with your voice, darling?
I slept with Nick Lightbearer!
Yes, you have, baby. Actually, I don't remember having playtime.
Well, no, I snuck into your room, but I guess I fell asleep waiting for you.
So, you don't know where I was last night?
Tried to stay awake, I really did, but it got so late. I was hoping you'd write me a song.
A song? Oh,
Did you write that for me?
where did I write these lyrics?
While I slept.
It wasn't a dream. Oh, better sneak out before the manager finds me here.
I was hoping for something cheerier.
Think, Nicky,
Like, give it a twirl, girl.
how did I even get back here?
I love that song.
Clear head, clear head, clear head.
Look, never mind. Will you call it for Belinda? That's my name, Belinda.
Absolutely. Must stay off the party favours today.
Aren't you gonna shag me?
A trip to the hotel bar would get my head straight.
Get to the bar. What does this say? Mr. Lightbearer. At the Avalon, we pride ourselves on our discretion and our tradition of creating a carefree environment for our guests, particularly those in the arts. However, certain behavioral norms and standards needs must apply to ensure a comfortable environment for all of our clientele. In the past 24 hours, we have received a number of concerned inquiries from other guests regarding episodes of loud screaming, alternating with fits of hysterical laughter emanating from the area of your suite. We also hesitate to bring up the issue of your bill. At present, the room service total has grown unwildly, whilst both you and your record company insist that the other is responsible for the bill. And then, of course, there's the damage fees, including much despoiled linen, at least 3 shattered porcelain toilets, a good deal of highly compromised carpeting, and an elevator car which has been deemed a public health nuisance. As such, we must respectfully ask that you cease from the above-mentioned activities and settle your total post-haste actions. Cordially, the management.
Oh, joy.
Nick, my darling, my dearest, my delight. Smashing news. I couldn't wait. I couldn't. I'm leaving my husband, Nicky. Oh, he's a lovely sort, all right, and he's always been good to me, but he's not my soulmate. The honorific belongs to you, my darling. Even though we've only met a scant few minutes, I know you feel the same way. Please don't feel a moment of embarrassment about not recognizing me last time we crossed paths. I can hear your love for me in the plaintive tones of your voice on your first single, Forever, Ever, Evermore. It doesn't matter a bit that we hadn't actually met when you recorded it. It anticipates our love so soulfully. You don't have to wait any longer. I'm coming, Nicky, with oodles and oodles of love. XO, 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 Kitty. P.S. Do you want an awfully big wedding or something intimate with just family and friends? Can a bride wear white if it's her second wedding? I can't decide. Oh, Nicky, I'm so thrilled.
It's joy!
Mr. Lightbearer, I considered myself a bloke of great reserve and near limitless patience. However, when it comes to the sanctity of my marital bed, the patience has a limit. I'm well aware that my kitty is an irresistible specimen, yet I must warn you to clear off and stay far far away from my precious wife, lest you find a pair of drumsticks shoved deep into your person, via means you may not appreciate. Yours, Mr. Bates. And it's on the wall by drumsticks. I think that's supposed to be a stylo pen or stilo pen. Stylo pen. Jesus Christ, Josh.
Doesn't it make you nervous to have so many eyes upon you, sir?
Not really.
Jimmy, I knew it.
There's the pub. Minutes of General Assembly of the Nick Lightbearer Fan Club. Reading of minutes from previous meeting. Unfortunately, this took a rather long time due to their having been trampled at the conclusion of last year's assembly when a passing Nick impersonator was mistaken for the genuine article. Resolution voted passed to acknowledge September 3rd, date of Nick's most recent divorce, as Nick Lightbearer Emancipation Day. Jesus. Members pledged to purchase at least 10 copies of Nick's newest record, regardless of their performance regarding this phase of his career. Meeting concluded when, as in past years, a Nick impersonator was spotted outside the conference room and a stampede ensued. Impersonator proved to merely be a passing gentleman with a mustache. Bet you I could beat him in a game of pool. Hustle him real good. Thought I seen a note on the ground there, but 'tis not.
The song in my dream.
Norbert Pickles. Come to see your old bandmate Maury? Wondering how I fared since you tossed me from the band? No, I'm merely in proximity to the bar. You look like hell, by the way. I suppose they tart you up a bit for the pictures, do they?
That song you were playing just now. I just need to hear the rest of that song.
This? Just a new bit I'm trying to work up. Mostly to irritate her. You'd think that a dancer would be musical, but Dottie only likes bubblegum pop. Did I mention she's a fan of yours, Nick?
No, not that. What you were playing before. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That.
Why? To get your jollies mocking me?
No, I just think it was very, catchy.
Do you think Virgil might like it?
He'd, be all over it. Yeah, he'd be in pieces. He'd bloody love it to death. I'd be glad to put in a good word when I see him.
Oh, but I can't play it for you today.
Why the fuck not? Sorry.
Trollop stole my piano tuner. Said it sounds better that way. I can't be out of tune for my big break. Not when so much is riding on my perfection.
For fuck's sake. Look, what if I just steal it back for you?
You do that? You must be eager to hear me play. Dottie is staying in the Shangri-La suite. You've never had much trouble getting into Bird's hotel rooms, have you? Murray Memento, headliner.
While she's dancing, I'll just sneak into her room. Lucky I still have that bellboy key.
Take the lift to the dancer's floor. It's not that way, right? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Had to check.
Must keep a clear head. No drugs today. No reds, and especially no yellows. Oh, party favours. Maybe I'll quit some other, less stressful day.
Oh, God.
I'm still myself on drugs, right? Just a bit more fabulous.
Oh, God. One of these segments.
I'd never do anything actually heinous, would I?
Well, this is the thing. That got spooky real quick. I gotta end it here because I'm out for time. So I will do that. When we come back, we'll continue on with Nick's story. We'll see how this goes. I don't think this is going to be a long series either. I think this is going to be about 4 chapters. That's about it. But you know what? Benefit of the doubt, this is actually a really cool story, and I'm looking forward to the next recording session. So there's that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say comment down below and subscribe, share. It helps me out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.